Welcome to our training session on encrypting USB drives with Microsoft Bitlocker. My name is Brian Schrift, and I'll be walking you through how to use Bitlocker to encrypt a USB drive. Well, what is Bitlocker? Bitlocker is a drive encryption program which can be used to encrypt data. In this instance, we're going to use it to encrypt a USB drive, so we can transport sensitive data without the risk of compromise if the drive is lost or stolen. Bitlocker comes with Windows Vista and Windows 7, but only the Ultimate or Enterprise versions, which most businesses don't have. With Windows 8, it is included in the Professional version, which is what my laptop is running. Also, please note that after a drive has been encrypted, it can be used with any version of Windows. So, you have to encrypt the USB drive on a system which has Bitlocker, such as Windows 8, but once it's encrypted, it can be used on any version of Windows, such as Windows 7. So why use encryption? Other than to keep your data safe and secure, for industries, such as the medical community, drive encryption may provide safe harbor in the event a USB drive with protected health information is lost or stolen. Or it can prevent a certified public accountant or attorney from having to disclose that personally identifiable information has been lost. This is because the data on the drive is useless without the password. So let's get started. With your USB drive inserted, right-click on it and then select Turn on Bitlocker. Next, we'll check the top box to use a password to unlock the drive. Then select your password. Well, I used a very short password in this example, which was password. Your password should be long, at least 25 characters, and I recommend using a password phrase. For example, my nephew's name is Tiberius ! Could be a good example, as it has uppercase, lowercase, spaces, and I threw in an exclamation point at the end for good measure. You can also do some standard substitutions, like swapping out an A for an at or a 0 for an O. The key is to keep it lengthy. Once you have a lengthy password, click Next. Next, you'll be required to create a recovery key, which is a backup in case you forget your password. As this will allow access to the USB drive, I'd recommend keeping this in a safe place. I typically save my recovery keys to an online storage account I use. So you'll need to save the recovery key to a safe location. When I save my recovery keys, I put an indicator in front of the original file name to identify the device I'm working with. You can save this file with whatever naming convention works for you, as the data in the text file is what is important, not the name of the text file. Our next option determines how the drive is to be encrypted. Since this is a brand new USB drive, I'm going to select the first option of encrypting used space only. However, if this drive isn't new or you already have data on it, you'll want to encrypt the entire drive to ensure everything is protected, such as deleted data you may have on the drive. Then simply click Start Encrypting. The drive will begin encrypting, and depending upon the encryption method you selected on the last step and the size of your drive, this could take a few seconds to a few hours. In my instance, it was a brand new 1 gigabit drive, which is pretty small, so it only took a few seconds. When this is done, you can simply close out of the window. We're all done. When you look at your drive, you'll now see the lock and key icon, indicating the drive is encrypted and unlocked. But to test, let's remove the drive and plug it back in to see what happens. Also, feel free to plug the drive into another computer to test as well. When you insert the drive, you'll be prompted for the password. If you don't enter the password and cancel out of this window, when you look at your drive, you'll see that it's locked and you cannot access it. You can't even see the name of the drive. Well, that wraps up our training on how to encrypt a USB drive. If you haven't done so already, please take a moment to visit us on the web. From myself and everyone at Precision Business Solutions, we hope you have a great day.